gentlemen, and thank you for coming out on this really cold winter evening for our annual middle school winter band concert. A couple things. For the courtesy of the people in the audience and for the students who've really been working hard, everybody in this room probably has a cell phone in your pocket. Please turn it to silent. Please, we would all appreciate it. Secondly, a little more housekeeping things. Following our concert in the library down the hall on the right, the book fair is going on. Your students have all probably been to it sometime this week and maybe saw some things that would be nice Christmas gifts. If you can stop in the book fair, please do that. And now to the show. This is the sixth grade band. We meet all together twice a week. And our first selection we're going to play for you this evening is entitled Chant and Canon. And Chant and Canon is just a really good piece for this grade level. I know that all of you over here have played it before. It's just a good piece for beginning band. And it's a two-part piece. The first part, the chant part, is just really nice, long, flowing, sustained lines, kind of like the old chants from the old church times back in the ancient days. And during that section, you'll hear the contrast between the woodwinds along with the bells and the brass. They kind of play back and forth off of each other. The canon section is a faster section of the piece. Well, a canon is a musical term that's similar to a round. I told the kids I was going to do this today. A new theme is introduced first by the woodwinds, and then it is played immediately following one measure, 4 beats later, by the brass. So, woodwinds and bells, play for me at 25 real quick. 25. Woodwinds and bells. 1, 2, 3. They begin that. One measure, 4 beats later, the brass follow along with the same thing. Brass 26. And you'll hear as it goes on for a little while there, you'll hear it's kind of just a really neat musical effect. So this is Chant and Canon. you very much. Our next piece is our seasonal piece called Countdown to Christmas. It begins with the bells and the called temple blocks back there. Gives the effect of a clock. Westminster chimes, you'll recognize them as soon as it starts, waiting for the Christmas season to come in. This piece of music has 3 separate songs in it. You will hear Jolly Old St. Nicholas, Good King Wenceslas, and Jingle Bells. This song also does something that's new for these students. We change key in the middle of the song. We are based on one scale at the beginning of the song through Jolly Old St. Nicholas, through Good King Wenceslas. When we get to Jingle Bells, the key signature changes. They have to get a couple new notes going to make this all work out. So I hope you enjoy Countdown to Christmas. Thank you very much. I know you're all busy and have things to do, but I really encourage the kids and all of you, this is our last number for the 6th grade. But please, if all possible, stay, listen to the 7th and 8th grade jazz band, the 7th and 8th grade concert band, see what hopefully all these students right here will be doing next year and the following year. It just gets bigger and better. Those other groups are playing really well, and they deserve an audience like this too. So if you can possibly stay, please do so. Our final selection is a little more challenging than the last 2 that we've done. In fact, I'm a little nervous about this, but it is what it is, right? So, this piece, Ancient Hunters, changes tempo. There are a lot of dynamic changes, loud, soft, gradual changes, sudden changes. And for the last 2 pieces, we're all pretty much playing different notes, but all at the same time. Well, we're mixing things up a little bit. What the clarinets are doing is not what the trumpets are doing. What the trumpets are doing is not what the trombones are doing. And what the trombones are doing is not what the flutes are doing. And everybody has their own kind of thing to put together as one big puzzle to make the whole picture. And we have 4 percussionists back there, and they are playing 7 or 8 different things between them. So everybody's busy, and we're going to start it here, and hopefully we'll get to the end at the same time. So thank you again for coming. Thank you, parents, especially for encouraging your children to do this. It's just, I mean, I've done it all my life. The other music teachers here have done it all their lives. Many of you have done it. You can still do it. Please keep encouraging them. We just love working with these kids. So our final selection, Ancient Hunters.
Welcome to our 7th and 8th grade portion of this evening's concert. This is our 7th and 8th grade jazz band. We meet on Wednesday mornings at 7 a.m. And yes, some students do get up at 7 a.m. It's quite early, but we have a lot of fun playing jazz together. We had the privilege actually yesterday of playing at Cross Creek for a luncheon. So we're going to play the same exact show we played yesterday for the people at Cross Creek. This first piece is entitled Who Let the Elves Out? Our next selection is going to be Pentatonic Blues. This piece is going to feature two soloists, actually. The first soloist is going to be Miss Samantha Pritchard on vibes. And our second soloist is going to be Miss Bethany Moore on alto saxophone. This is Jamie Aebersold's Pentatonic Blues. Our next piece is entitled Groove Bug. It's going to feature the alto sax section, all four of them, and also a duo by our brass section with Miss Cora Mowry and Mr. Austin Gray. This is Groove Bug. Yep, we're going to take a few minutes really fast to rearrange for the full 7th and 8th grade ensembles. Give us a few minutes, please. Thank you. Welcome now to our full 7th and 8th grade version of our concert this evening. Our first piece is entitled Synquist, and interesting enough, this piece was actually written by one of our faculty members here at Titusville, Mr. Kevin Vincent. So this is Kevin Vincent's Synquist. Our next selection is entitled In the Bleak Midwinter, and it was composed originally by the famous British composer Gustav Holst. The hard thing about playing this piece is we have to play quietly and slow. You probably know most of your kids, they probably don't like to be very quiet, and they probably don't like to go very slow either. So it was kind of a struggle getting this piece to kind of come together from the beginning. So it is a little bit harder in that aspect. Another thing this piece adds also is accidentals. Accidentals are notes that are not originally written in the key. So besides for just being slow and also being soft, we also have to worry about new notes being thrown in there left and right. This is Gustav Holst in the Bleak Midwinter. Our next selection is Parade of the Wooden Soldiers. It starts out with a great trumpet fanfare, and then after that, the clarinets and the alto saxes take a nice light melody. You'll notice in the middle of this part, the low brass take a huge, huge dark sound. We call them the metal soldiers in this song. So this is Parade of the Wooden Soldiers with the low brass portraying metal soldiers. always great coming to concerts because we get to see the product of what we've been working on for the past couple of months. We're going to try something brand new today. I think some of your students may have already told their parents about it, but we're going to talk about the process and how we actually get to that product. About 25 minutes ago, I passed out a brand new piece of music to the students. We have never played it once, they have never seen it or heard of it in their entire life, and we are going to perform it for you today. As you're probably thinking, and the students brought up as well, it's probably not going to be the best the first time through, but this kind of gives you an idea on where we start every single time when we pass out a brand new piece of music. The cool thing about this little experiment is, in about 3 months, whenever we perform at bands in the round here in the gymnasium, we're going to play the exact same piece for you after we've rehearsed it for 3 months. So you get to hear the first time they've ever played it in their entire life, and then whenever our final concert in 3 months, they'll be playing it at bands in the round. And we're going to kind of run this as a rehearsal. So we're kind of going to act like the entire wall here was closed, and the audience is not here, and we're just in a regular band class at 10:30 in the morning on a Thursday. So here is our next song, which is actually not even on your program. It is entitled Cedar Valley March. First step is making sure they all have. So whenever we sight read a piece, what's the first thing we always want to make sure we're looking for? Give me an example. Ashley. Oh, key signature. Good. What does our key signature say, Joel? Oh, that's a time signature. You want to pass it? Pass it on. Bethany. Sharps and flats. So what scale are we based off of in this new piece? What scale? Damien. No, not the sharp scale, but... Oh, tricky. It's the F scale, one of the hardest scales we've been working on. Remember, that's our next playing test. It's going to be the F scale. Done the B flat, done the E flat, working on the F scale next. What else are we looking for when you first play a piece of music? Let me see. Shane, what do you got back there? Tempo. What does our tempo say? It's kind of weird. It's not really the tempo terms we're used to. Do you know April? No. Close. Starts with the S. This one's kind of tricky. Yes? Yeah, it's like the word spirit with an O at the end. Spirito. Everyone say spirito. Spirito. What do you think that means? Bryce, what does spirito mean? Yeah, with spirit. So we're going a little bit faster here at the beginning. Give me something else we always look for. Let's see. Oh, Riley, what's up? Give me something. Articulations. Ooh. Christine, what are articulations? The word we've been working on. You remember? Well, Leah, help me out. We can come back in a second. Leah. The style in which you play the notes. So Christine, what are articulations? The style in which you play the notes. Some notes are played long, some are played short. We have staccato, legato, a bunch of other stuff happening too. First off, before we play this piece too, any note questions? Anyone not know any of the notes that we looked at? Okay? Oh, go ahead. Got it, 29. Ooh, for the high first clarinet parts, you have A, B, then C. High A, thumb 1, 2, to B, to just thumb C. So you're straight, you're picking up one finger every single time. Yep. A, B, to the C. Okay? And there is a board right here. Have you drawn on the board right now? A, B, and C. Right step. Put it the right way. There you go. So high A, B, and C, 1 and 2, 1, then. Yes, Ashley? Major 4? That's the C. Start on C. To the left of the 2 blacks. Down. Even farther. Keep it going. There you go. That's right there. That's your first note there at the beginning. Cool. Okay, before we start, guys, is there any other questions from the ensemble? Okay, let's just play. This is our first arrangement, or our first performance of Cedar Valley March, and hope again you come back in the middle of March to come see us again, and as the piece will be then a lot better off probably. We'll see how it goes this evening. And also ensemble, we're going to start at the beginning, and just to save us our chops a little bit, we're going to stop measure 35. So find measure 35 right now, look at it, we're going to stop there, we hold notes in the upper wings, lower actually at quarter notes, bump, 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 bump. Stop right there at 35. Enjoy. So hopefully what this shows you is the amount of effort and work these students really do put on a great concert. Mr. Forty and I, or any music teacher, we definitely do not just pass out music and that's the end. If all we did was pass out music and that was the end, we wouldn't practice. There'd be no point in practicing at all. So we do have a lot of time to rehearse. The students do put a lot of effort into it for it to be a great performance. So hopefully, in 3 months, we'll play that exact same piece, a little bit faster too, and it will sound even better every single time we play it. Before our last selection, I just want to say a few thank yous. First off, thank you to our school board for being so supportive of us, and also our administration. We have Mr. McGaffey here this evening. Let's give Mr. McGaffey and Mr. Nesto a round of applause. I'd also like to thank my fellow music faculty members. A lot of them are here this evening to come and support the students that they have helped raise as well. And a special thank you also to Mr. Vincent, who has composed our first piece this evening. Let's give them a round of applause. And last but certainly not least, I would like the students behind me to give their parents a round of applause for what... Oh, wait, hold on. I wasn't done. For the last probably 3 or 4 years, you probably have listened to Hot Cross Buns quite a lot, right? Yeah, that song. Well, thank you so much, parents, for encouraging your students to stick with it even past that song, too. So now, students, give your parents a round of applause. And this last song this evening, we've been working on for about a month and a half now. It is entitled North Pole Sleigh Ride. And I forgot to mention earlier too, you might have noticed that a few of the students in the ensemble seem quite old. Some of the instruments too, I guess. We do have a tuba player who has a silver tuba up top, Mr. Ben Snyder from our high school band. He's helping fill in for us this evening. Let's give him a round of applause. Our piano player, who will be playing on this last piece with us as well, also played in the jazz band, Mr. Jacob Brash. And we also had our drummer this evening was also a 9th grader. His name was Drew Lovdell. I think he might be still here. Oh yeah, give him a round of applause anyway. Over here. And then also helps cover some of the trumpet parts. We had Mr. Chase Upchurch. And again, thank you so much for coming out and enjoying this evening of music. Hopefully you continue to support music education in our schools. As Mr. Porter talked about, most likely most of you were also involved in music when you were younger too. That's why your students are in music here, and I really, we both really do thank you greatly. Last song is entitled North Pole Sleigh Ride. It contains 5 different Christmas carols. See if you can recognize all 5.
Netcasts originating from the birthplace of the oil industry. We are the stream.